It's Brenda Miller here from Basking Ridge, New Jersey. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I go live every week on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to share with you some of the things that I've been working on. And right now, I have been getting ready for a winter market that I have coming up on Saturday. For those of you who are local to Basking Ridge, New Jersey, I invite you to come out. It's at the Bishop Janes United Methodist Church in the center of town in Basking Ridge. And it goes on from 12 noon till 7 p.m. And at 7 p.m. is the tree lighting. So if anybody is interested, definitely come and check us out, see what I have to offer. I have hundreds of cards, literally. And I also have some treats, and I wanted to share with you some of the treats that I'm making. So let me flip over to my desktop and I can show you. Okay, so the first item that I wanted to share is a basket of these. Now, look at that. My camera is upside down because I switched it. Let's flip this over. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't make anybody nauseous there. I hate when that has to be done. So here we have Warm Wishes, a topper, and then these are Hershey Nuggets. And they're in a little tray in a cello bag. And I'm going to be selling these for little gifts that people can give to their friends or maybe as stocking stuffers. So let me show you how I made this. It's very simple. I took a bunch of, bunches is that's a technical term, but I've got some Hershey Nuggets. Now, I went shopping for the nuggets and I did shop around a little bit. These can get very expensive, actually. The package that I got for these was at Walgreens. I'm not that local to a Walmart, but I imagine they might have even better prices. Or I couldn't get to Costco, but they also have a bag of these. But the bag that I got was $13.99 and it had 145 little nuggets in it. And I used that. I didn't count them. It said it's all on the package, so don't worry. I didn't waste my time. And then what I did was I took some of the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to talk about this Designer Series paper. This is the first time that Stampin' Up! Is offering a consumable product as one of its give back products. So for every purchase of the $12.50 pack of Designer Series paper, they are donating $3 to community organizations that help people in need. And I wanted to make sure that we bought as many packages of these as we could because I think it's a hugely generous offer. In the past, they've really donated about the same amount for much more expensive items. So I was excited to be able to use this Designer Series paper, and I did buy many packages of it, and I'm down to these last designs. You can see this is one design in itself, and I'm using both sides of that Designer Series paper, but very fun and perfect for this project. Okay, so these strips of paper are 1 inch by 3 inches, and they fit perfectly around the nuggets. And I'm taking my glue dots and I'm unrolling them, and you can see this is an old package, actually, unfortunately, of my glue dots. The new glue dots come and they're on this part of the paper, but this is the old one, so it's on the inside, which I prefer, but that could just be because that's how I got used to it. But what I'm going to do is put one glue dot on each end of the strip of paper. Whoops, didn't pull that one off. These are, I remember now why I didn't use this pack. They're a little too sticky. Okay, and what I did is I started at the bottom and then I just wrapped it around and then let it stick to itself on the bottom side. And so I went ahead and I wrapped all of these. Let's do at least one. You know what? I'd really like to do all of these because I have to package them up. And this is the last package. I saved one so that I could show you how it works. But again, just I'm alternating the designs. So this, of course, is a super easy project to do. And like I said, it can get a little bit pricey because of the way the chocolates are sold. I'm going to sell these for $4 each. And that's a little more than I wanted to do, but the chocolates themselves came to $2.50 just about. So kind of have to, you know, count for the paper and cello bags and some of the other things that we use here, and I haven't quite finished. So let's just do the other two. You can see how fast this is, and just putting the glue dots on the back. Wow, my camera seems really close today. Don't understand how I cannot get that the same each time. If you have recommendations, I'd love to hear it. If you are experienced with doing videos. Okay, here's the last one. And I just love little trees. Now you can do this with any designer series paper, of course, and you would just maybe change the colors of your topper and maybe even of your tray. Okay, so now we have our 5 chocolates all covered. Look how pretty they are, right? See, I like the stripes going this way better than the going this way, just how I cut the paper. Not sure I knew I did that. Okay, so the next step is to make the tray. And for the tray, I just have to grab my, it's right here, my scoring plate platform. And this piece of paper is 2 by 5. And what I want to do is just score with my scoring tool that comes with it. I'm actually going to do 3/8 of an inch from each side. And rather than trying to calculate it, I just flip the paper around and score that. So you can see, you could do this with your with your paper cutter with a scoring tool, and that's how I did most of these because I was in a different room. But if we're in here, we'll just do this. And you see now I have a little tray, and I can just pop these onto the tray, and they fit right in there. Now, okay, and that's pretty, I use pretty Peacock paper for that. Now the next thing, I cannot believe it, I seem to not have brought it in with me, but it is this cello bag that is covering this. Now this cello bag can be found on Amazon, and it is it says that it's meant for pretzels, you know, when they take the pretzels and they dip them in chocolate and then sprinkles and whatever, and that's how they advertise it. But I have the link that I used in my in the description for this video. So once it's done, you can go take a look at that, or on my blog. Okay, that's where that information is, and it just I'm going to run and get one in a minute, but first let's finish so that we're ready to work with it. Next, I want to make my topper, and for the topper, it's just a piece of 2 by 4. This is Pool Party, and I'm not going to score it. I'm just going to fold it in half. So that is going to end up being my topper. And I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock ink pad, and I'm going to use the Warm Wishes stamp from the Very Cute stamp set. It's the one with the bear, hence the name, Very Cute. Let's stamp that right in the middle. My stamp pad needs to be re-inked. I can see that. I'll have to do that. And then I'm going to take my Pool Party ink pad, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to double stamp with this so that I get some dark ones and some light ones, and maybe just a little in the corner, and that way I have some snowflakes on there. I think I might add some a little bit of bling when I'm all done with these, but then this gets adhered to the top of this, and goes like that, and then we just put it over the top. What I did was I just overlaid there is more plastic that comes up here, and you fold it over to seal it, and then with the remainder I use tear and tape to adhere it to the plastic. And so here we have tear and tape, and I'm just going to do, actually I'm going to do it vertically, just so that it grabs as much real estate as possible when it is grabbing onto it. When you use tear and tape, it's a bit stronger than our regular adhesives, and I like to use the pointy end of my take your pick tool to take off the backing. And like I said, there would be plastic that's up here. I just close it and you end up with this adorable giftable. Okay, so that is how you make this little gift. And thank you. I think it's festive. Dawn, thank you for checking in. And so just very cute. And I did it with a bunch of different designs. These I brought in. I have this done. This fun Merry Christmas is also actually from, let me show you that. That's from the Berry Cute stamp set. It's right here. And look what I did. I know people are going to flip out, but I cut it in half so that I could make it so that it fits on the topper here. And I'm going to put some bling on there too, I think. But this is the Merry Bold and Bright Designer Series papers. And I did another one. Let's see. I've got this Warm Wishes one, and this is done with the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper. And let's see what else I got. I've been working on these. This is one of the ones that were it was in the online exclusives, and it is now sold out, unfortunately, but this is just another design. You can see that how I alternated those. It has little candy canes and what are those called? Stockings. And then lastly, this is the one I started with, actually, with the Christmas trees. Again, this was from the online exclusives, and this paper is also gone, unfortunately, but it makes for very pretty packaging. Hi, Jody. Thanks for the compliments. You always make such pretty things. And hey, Kim, thanks for checking in. All right, so we have that is this is one set of items that I'll be offering at this market, but I also this morning came up with these, and this is just a little matchbook, and inside is the perfect item for the Christmas holiday, and that's the dark chocolate peppermint bark. And you see how it fits right in there. And I'm going to show you just really quickly how I made this one. So again, let's see. I started with just some cardstock, and I got a little carried away this morning. I wanted to leave one as a sample, but I went ahead and folded it and stapled it already. But the original is 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches long, 2 3/4 inches wide, which means I believe you get 6 out of a sheet of paper, which is really nice. A sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Then I scored it at 1/2 inch, and then 3 inches and 3 1/4 inches. So that's what makes the matchbook. Now, of course, you can decorate this any way you want. I did use, this is our old stapler. You could use any size stapler, but I love that it's a little mini staples. And that was our old stapler that we used to have. So those of you who have that in your stash, you're lucky that you have it, and definitely use it for this project. But if not, any stapler will do. And there are lots of different ways to secure it, but this is the way I like the best. I've made dozens of these in the past as gifts, and I just thought it would be fun to have for this particular winter market. So now that I have this designed, I just want to decorate it. And again, I use some retired paper. This again was part of the online exclusives, and I still have leftovers, and I've got to use it because I love it, and I don't want it to go to waste, which is what ends up sometimes happening with my leftover designer series paper, which is so sad. So anyway, it's a little shiny, and it has the candy canes on it. So we'll go ahead and put that on the front. And this piece is 2.5 inches by 1 7/8 inches. That's how we got that. And then also, of course, it moved. Oh, no, here's the stamp that I use. So this is just a 3/8 of an inch wide by this way and 2.5 inches long piece of basic white paper. And I just did that. I really want to cover up my staple that I have there. So I used the Mary from, this is from the Christmas Classics stamp set. So the Mary, little teeny tiny Mary, and my real red ink pad. And I did that. You know, that little piece of paper that goes here is going to be found as soon as I hang up, but we're not going to belabor that. So pretend that that's there. And then what I did is I did go to my stash. I do have lots and lots of punches and all kinds of supplies that have retired, but this is one of my favorites from long ago. I have used it for many years and I just had to pull it out again to use. So I just punched out a bunch of these using that punch, and this is old olive paper. But I want to show you how I decorated the tree. So I've got these all lined up on my dining room table at the moment, but I'm using two different enamel effects. So this is it says metallic enameled effects basics for the gold, and this is the pearlized enamel effects basics for the red. And these are sold in separate packages of 3. This one comes with black and white as well, and this package comes with silver and bronze as well. So all you do for this, it just makes you don't have to worry about how many embellishments you've got. You just take this and you just push out. We used to call these liquid pearls, right? This is what I think what the trade name is for this. This was long before Stampin' Up carried them. You know, they know a good thing when they hear about it. So okay, I might be going a little crazy. It's just so much fun to use this as dots. So it just goes on like this. And then I'm going to come back and add some gold ones. You can tell my gold is getting used up. Used a lot of this. And even if it like comes off a little pointy when it pulls off of the nozzle, it usually just will round out. Now this isn't the most beautifully decorated tree, but it's cute, right? And you can see here how it dries. It doesn't take that long to dry. I left it, you know, I'm very cautious and I leave it for like half an hour or so, but they're hard. See how I'm tapping on them and they don't squish or anything. And that's how this is going to end up. And I just put it on with a dimensional on the back and it's done. So I'll be selling these. I think I'm selling these for $2 a piece because again, the chocolates I did get at Walgreens. They are currently on sale. You buy one package. I believe there are 11 in a package and they were $5.99 and you get the second package at half price. So if you're looking for a bargain, that was where I found the best price. You might be able to find better prices around, and I encourage you to do so. The price of chocolate really has gone up quite a bit since COVID. I don't know. I guess we're all indulging. There's a demand on that. So anyway, those are the projects that I had for you today, and I hope you enjoyed them. And I hope you consider using your leftover designer series papers to create gifts for your friends and family. If you have any questions, again, all these details will be on my blog, and they're in the details of the YouTube video. So if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I think that's it for today. So we'll see you the next time. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye now.